crazies out of the government. We need our Congress for everyone's benefit. The 1%, they just take what they like. We've got to show up and vote for our rights. So vote in November. Vote, a time to remember. Vote, but don't be late. Vote, don't procrastinate. It's our country, our democracy. We can't afford mediocrity. If we do nothing, our hope floats away. Get up off of that thing when it's voting day and vote in November. Vote, a time to remember. Vote, don't hesitate. Vote, don't procrastinate.
We have no idea how that happened.
I have no idea what happened. It was not me. It had to be the squirrel.
No,
No?
no. This
We-
time it wasn't me, I can tell you that much.
We apologize. We tried to get on several times. We were connecting to one service and not anything else. As a matter of fact, we're only connecting to YouTube, to Facebook.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not on Periscope right now.
We are not
So
connecting to Periscope right now. So somehow we were getting messed with a little bit now, but we are now back on. Oh, it says one of two. So we either lost Facebook or we lost YouTube.
well, we're running with the
Shit.
show right
That's
now.
it. We're running with the show, whatever we have. It seems to me Facebook was giving us trouble about
And you
how
know
to
what?
get on.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and hit this. Hopefully, this doesn't mess with the stream, just in case.
What?
I'm gonna hit the start recording button, and we're gonna record a backup of the show, just in case we have to upload it somewhere. So, we'll go for the show right now.
Why would Facebook be screwing with us?
I don't think it's that. It's not a conspiracy.
It's a
There's
conspiracy,
just a
I'm
glitch.
telling you. Anyway, maybe it's Sunday, and I'm glad y'all are here. It's time for another Blue Dot Family Meeting. We're so happy to be here. I can't really see who came in first because that whole scenario messed up everything. But Randy Kervin is here. Bernadette Pree, baby. Thank you for being here. Michelle Graham, Susan Forrestbull, Forrest Leppel. I hope I said that right. Carol Blass, Denise Holt, John Herron, our own archaeologist. That doesn't sound right to me. And Charles Stokel, Keith Thompson, our buddy up in Minneapolis, and Ardina Michael, Jane Hanson, and I got my thing here. Oh, Lordy have mercy. Micah Cruz is here. And I know Leo Sahaki's there because somebody said something to Leo, and Stephanie Dean must be here because they said hello to her. Anyway, it's Sunday, baby, and I hope you're ready for another fun-filled week, baby. It's the RNC coming this week. How can we not find entertainment in that, especially after this weekend? Evidently, the tape there, servant of Marianne, what's her last name? I forgot. Marianne Trump Berry. That's the judge, retired federal judge. She had to retire because they got into her shit. She didn't want to be thrown off the bench. Anyway, little tape that Mary Trump had made, and basically pointing out, yep, it's screwed. Squirrel. He is exactly.
Not me.
Huh?
You said squirrel. I didn't do anything. I'm looking right at my screen.
The chat is totally gone.
Yeah, I noticed. So that ain't me,
totally
though.
Gone.
That's squirrel. That's a chipmunk over there.
So
I'm
what's
the
happening?
squirrel.
We got no chat.
It says we're streaming to YouTube, not Facebook. YouTube might very well be watching us. We're broadcasting on YouTube for sure and Discord for sure. Right now, though, I have no idea because it says we have 51 people watching. 1 out of 2 sources, so that means 105 people watching. Excuse me. 1 out of 2 sources, so that means YouTube's being broadcasted. It's a restream problem. So it's our service that we use to broadcast to multiple platforms at one time that's messing with us right now because right now we're not getting any comments from any of our sources. So what do you feel like doing? Oh, well, no, there's a Facebook comment. I don't know what's going on, y'all. No idea.
There's a Facebook comment. So
even though it says here we're only broadcasting YouTube. Well, Stephanie Dean, you got magic or something. You messing with dark arts or something? Is that how you got in here?
I gotta check here and see if I'm on my.
Well, don't get too distracted. I'm the one working on it.
It says I'm live on Facebook. I'm looking at my Facebook page here. Let me refresh and make sure I'm not seeing something old. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying hard to. Okay, it says there I'm live. I'm just switched over there to look at something, and I don't know. Stephanie Dean, right now you're the only one commenting. We cannot see the comments. I don't know what the hell is happening now.
No, Randy Curvin learned that dark
Randy
magic
Curvin
too.
now is storms. Well, thank goodness the storms.
Yeah, no, this has nothing to do with the storms.
This has nothing to do with storms because we are clear blue skies. Anyway, I am glad if you're here. I'm glad you're here. If you can see us, if you can hear us, we're tickled to death with that. It is Sunday, baby, and the show goes on, baby. The shit storm show goes on. It's gonna be a hell of a week. The RNC's gonna have their thing anyway. The little tape. Oh yeah, I was talking about Marianne Trump's tape there that comes out and calls him a liar, says he's cruel, and this is not new to anybody on our side. We already know this shit, but now there's a tape. There's a tape of his own sister pointing out just how cruel he is, just how stupid he is, how vindictive he is. He is what we all thought him to be. I just think it entertaining that they were nice enough to put the tape out right before the RNC, where it looks like the only people speaking are going to be the Trump family and those that are already the Kool-Aid drinkers. Mike Pompeo's going to speak, I understand. Marcia was telling me, oh, yeah, the president of the Ultimate Fighting Club, whatever it is, the Ultimate Fighting thing, the president of that, Dana, whatever her name is going to be a speaker. Are you shitting me? No, there's not going to be any great speakers at the RNC. You're barely going to have anybody voting for the asshole. The only ones that are going to be the last of the Kool-Aid drinkers. Let me see. I spent a great time. I had a great time on the Tim Cormal show today with Joe Santorza and Kathy Larkin, Justice Putman. We had a great time. I really enjoyed Joe Santorza's clown car, where he made a little fun of the My Pillow guy. Was really entertaining today, but I enjoyed it very much. Anyway, now I'm all distracted up with what the tech shit's going on because I don't know who we're getting out to, if we're getting out to at all. But
I found a workaround. I'm actually in the YouTube chat. I'm about to bring up the YouTube chat for you because it's the only chat working, but I have to get to it in a very unique way.
I'm going to make a test here. Let me see. I'm going to point to that camera right there, and then I'm going to see if that Facebook over here at some point points at that camera.
There you
Okay,
go.
I see Lone Wolf is here.
That's the YouTube chat.
Oh, that's the all the YouTube chat.
Mm-hmm.
Claudia Garcia is here. I'm turning my head and I can't hear myself. I'm too far over on the mic, I think.
Yeah, it looks like.
Fix that.
Thank you.
There, is that better?
Yeah.
Anyway, things are all screwed up over here. So, Aussie Dave, how are things down under? Are we coming through down there?
Yeah, you're coming through fine, mate. Am I coming through up there?
Yes, loud and clear, my friend. Loud and clear.
Oh, mate, no worries. The only problem I've got is sending you a letter, isn't it? You have no post office.
No, we got no post office. You got a pigeon?
I believe.
I'll send you a pigeon. I'll send you a pigeon. You send a pigeon back. That's,
I believe Trump's right on top of that, mate. He's got a pigeon company happening, hasn't he?
Oh, man.
Oh, mate, you guys are under attack from your own president. I feel so sorry for you guys.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, he's going to be live every day this week. Trump's
I wish he was dead every day this week.
Oh, it's comically entertaining. I am sure if it wasn't so drastically depressing to watch him.
I'm in for my popcorn. I'm getting my popcorn ready.
You might as well.
I'm at a stage now that after 20 words, I've got to change him because I can't handle his shit, the lies.
It's like he's on a loop. Every speech will be the same thing with the same crap talked about. Anyway,
it's up.
Dave, I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here. Anyhow.
All right, and my friend Chris, didn't I just see you the other day? Didn't I just talk to you?
Yeah, we talked Friday, John.
Yes,
How are
we
you?
did. I'm doing fine, my friend. We were both on the Friday on the Front Porch with Bob Kincaid. Enjoyed myself tremendously, so we appreciate you coming by.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you stocked enough up with bud, with cannabis, so you can send so you can send out smoke signals?
Not
to
near
everybody?
enough. No.
In case you run out of passport.
Not near enough, buddy. I'm barely gonna have enough to get myself thinking I made smoke signals. That's all that is. I swear, but no, we're doing fine down here. I guess looks like we're gonna be one of the lucky places. Anywhere these storms go, it's gonna be bad. Louisiana is looking real bad for these two storms coming in, and I'm concerned about many people down there, as we all should.
It's unreal.
It's
unreal, and my neighbors to the south are suffering mightily with the fires in California.
As we have all heard, and our friend David is up in that area. David, how about you? Are you safe, my friend?
I'm still smoked ham here. Safe, but very smoky. A little bit worse today than the last couple of days.
Oh, man. I spoke to Kathy Larkin on the Tim Cormall show today. She said the same thing. The air quality is really terrible right now because of the fires.
They're estimated some of them merged, so it's hard to guess, but between the small and the big ones, over 500 fires now, and we're getting another lightning storm here soon.
And that's what I understand. There's another lightning storm going on. Dry lightning, and they say, and that is not good
That's
stuff.
our summer storms.
But I'm glad all of us get a chance to sit and visit on a Sunday evening. Before we get started, I almost forgot. I want to show off. What have I got to show off? I got to take off my headset. Y'all excuse me. I won't be able to hear for just a second because I want to show you what somebody sent me. Janelle Boone out in Odessa, Texas, sent us a box, and inside the box was that hat. And that hat says, "Flush the turd on November 3rd, 2020. That is exactly what that hat says, and I am tickled to death with it. Janelle Boone, also a.k.a. Phantom Kamashito.
Kamashita.
Kamashita.
There's no O at the end of that.
I don't know. It could be an O.
It's an A.
Well, it could be an O.
Not an A.
It's a hoax. They changed it to an A. Anyway, Phantom Kimishima, a.k.a. Janelle Boone, sent me this hat. I'm tickled to death with it. It's going to be my new favorite hat for a while. Flush the turd on November 3rd. Thank you, Janelle. But wait, that's not all. She also sent the following. There you go.
This ain't an infomercial. This is a thank you message. I'm just saying.
Trying to be professional over here.
And I'm just
behind door number 2.
And I'm just being casual. So Phantom Kimishita also sent some emergency anime over, actually. So within the package, along with the hat, she sent 2 anime over for all the quote-unquote anime watchers in the house. That would be me, Tyler, and Rose. We got 2 anime here, one very
Turn your
popular.
mic on, Travis.
It is on, just Discord doesn't like me for some reason.
Discord doesn't like him
For
as much
some
as they
reason,
like
it
me.
just doesn't work.
Okay.
And I don't know why,
Sorry.
we're the same output. But anyway, 2 anime, we got Death Note, which is, from what Tyler tells me, it's like the Breaking Bad of anime, so I'm sure it's good. And we got a mysterious one here called Rainbow Days. That seems pretty fun and awesome. Phantom, I cannot thank you enough for sending over some well-needed entertainment, because not necessarily that we're running out of things to watch, we just don't know what the fuck to watch. So now we got stuff to watch. So in all seriousness, though, Phantom, thank you so very much. That was very kind of you, very sweet of you, and we're gonna have a good time watching this. And Tyler, my brother's been telling me to watch Death Note for a long time, and now we can. So thanks for the hat, thanks for the anime. You're awesome, Phantom, and hopefully we get to hang out soon. We got to do another game night. It's been a while since we did game night. And what are you doing getting distracted
I'm over here
there?
taking the technical shit now that you probably wouldn't understand.
Bullshit. Go ahead, explain it to me.
I'm over here figured out that, yes, indeed, we are broadcasting on Facebook. I cannot see the comments on Facebook, but on my feed on my Facebook page, there we are.
Well, before we go any
Split screen and all.
Well, Mr. Technical Guy.
I knew that because I'm technically a genius.
Good. I'm glad we have a
shit out
genius
all
with
by
us on
myself.
board. Really quick before we go any further.
Very stable.
You got very stable.
That's right.
You got some catching up to do on
I
the
do
thing here,
indeed.
so-
Let me pull the stick out of Donnie's ass here. Anyway, Ben Stroud donated $5 to Super
you
Chat
say
and said,
stick?
"Yes, I did. Here's the stick. It was right up Donnie's ass. Ooh, that's nasty crap." Anyway, donated $5 to Super Chat and said it's going to be a real circus at the MC with the speakers lineup they have. Fuck Trump. Indeed, it is. It's almost
What a
comical.
comical.
Oh, it's funny as shit. Most of them are Trumps anyway. It's going to be like a game show of who gets to get the biggest inheritance. So, whoever gets to kiss his ass the most gets most of the inheritance. Anyway,
Grifting with the stars.
drifting
Who
with the
gets fired
stars.
again?
That's what it is. Philip Alvarado donated $5 to Super Chat and said, "A lot of the Democrats have been pushing to follow what the Democrats are going to be do." Good idea. A lot of the Democrats have been pushing to follow what the Democrats are going to be doing. Good idea. Amen, Brother Philip. Appreciate it. And NoHo donated $20 to Super Chat and said, "Mama needs a new pair of shoes for the election night party." Seriously, there's going to be some dancing going on. Stick that back up his butt. Yes, there's going to be some dancing going on, I believe. I can't wait. I'm getting more excited. And even this RNC, I'm almost looking forward to the folly that will just come naturally flowing out of this bullshit parade that we're fixing to see. But anyway, that's just
I'm
my
guessing
opinion.
that whoever has the orangest lips by Friday gets a free BJ from Ivanka.
Yeah, is that what it is? They're going to give a door prize, and that's it. Yeah.
I'd rather just give a pen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
Other
rather have
presidents just give you a napkin to take home. We'll give you more. Yeah, that's the RNC for you. I'm telling you. I was so inspired, really, by the whole Democratic National Convention, the way it was pulled off, with the common theme of "We the People," because they kept even the one that nominated the president, the elevator operator. I can't remember everybody's name, it was all done so much by common people out. And I think the proudest moment was that kid, Brandon Harrington, I think his name is. The kid that stuttered. And everybody was talking how Joe gave him the tools to overcome that. And I think that Joe gave him a lot more than that. He gave him the confidence of courage to stand up in front of a nation and read his speech, knowing he stuttered. But it was okay. It was all right, because the guy that's running for president suffered the same problems. So it was very inspiring. Gabby Gifford with her speech. This whole thing uplifted America. And now we're fixing to see a convention of, well, them Democrats, they're devil worshippers and child-eating cannibals, stuff like that. So it's going to be a shit show. Anyway.
Well, actually, what you'll get to see is you'll get to find out if they get re-elected, their future crimes they're going to commit, because they're going to project those onto the DNC.
Yeah.
So whatever they project on the DNC is what they're going to do to you next term.
Next term, if he were to get in, exactly.
Well said.
Yep.
Well said, Aussie Dave.
He is known for his projection. Everything that he projects on somebody else is exactly what he's doing. When he calls Sleepy Joe, guess who's sleeping in and watching freaking TV all morning until 11, 12 o'clock? Yeah, that would be Donnie Boy.
If not playing golf.
Yeah, if he doesn't have an early tea time at one of his clubs. That's one of the.
You can't approach any subject with this guy without involving or finding that he's abused the system in some way.
Any way he can.
And
He's
enriched
just
himself. Yeah.
He's just milking and milking and milking.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the fact that every time I have that, it's because he's giving up his presidential salary. Are you shitting me? That's not even a tip compared to what he's getting. The arrogance of ignorance is what I call it. They are so arrogant in their belief that he's a great man, and it is the greatest display of ignorance I've ever seen. And I say that with dire hopes that several of my neighbors are watching, because yes, that's who I'm talking about. The ignorance of some of the people that even are around you is sometimes astonishingly plain, and even with the handwriting on the wall at this time, with so many Republicans already coming out of the woodwork, and I really do. I think W is going to come out and support Biden for president. I do not think the Bushes. Well, for one, I know they're not voting for this asshole. I'm waiting on that endorsement. I think it would.
Well, he wasn't allowed at Barbara's funeral, right?
No, he wasn't. He's
No
not allowed at
funerals.
anybody's funeral. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, really.
His
Would
brother.
you want that guy there?
His brother, and that's it. That's the only one that I know of. Anybody else that has passed away, it shows you in the DNC. Everybody in the convention pointed it out. His lack of compassion for anybody other than himself. What did I have written down? Who said that? Oh, well. When Obama said that Donnie cannot grow into the job, and those who benefit, when he was talking about those who benefit from him being there, when he's talking about the Republican Party, the senators, the congressmen that are still hanging on, there'll be a couple of, I'm sure Jim Jordan will be at the RNC. I think they put up a monkey gym for him.
A part of Obama's legacy is that he gave too many people the benefit of the doubt and too much credit, right? Especially congressional Republicans. And he paid dearly with his presidency. And he did the same thing with Donnie. He was like, well, yeah, he doesn't know jack shit, but maybe he'll learn, maybe he'll grow into the job. Well, no, he never has.
Never has,
No,
and he's incapable of it.
Yeah.
Poor Mr. Obama, I think, was shell-shocked after 8 years of Mitch McConnell up his ass trying to destroy his presidency. I think Obama just pretty much had enough. And I don't think he wanted to go and do anything. He just wanted to get out. Yeah, he's okay. He might learn. Let me out of here.
Yeah.
Because McConnell burnt him out.
Merrick Garland was the straw that broke that camel's back.
Yeah.
I think you're right
when
on
he
that
blocked
one.
Merrick Garland that last year, it was such a blatantly dishonorable move, making up rules that he's now already backtracked to just to do that. That was simply, they were going to show the middle finger. We should have known then that the honor system was off.
Yeah.
And now we're going to have to rewrite laws
and I guarantee you,
to make sure that can't happen again.
If the shoe was on the other foot right now, and the day before the election something happened in the Supreme Court, they would have it filled tomorrow. The day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that
yeah.
day.
Most certainly.
They would rush it through the Senate. That's the kind of scumbags they are. They sold the American people a bunch of bullshit about let the American people decide. And that cost us the Supreme Court. We let that son of a bitch, Mitch McConnell, the bitch from Moscow get away with treason, get away with.
Well, even before that, you remember the grand bargain with Boehner?
Yes.
And Boehner pulled the rug right from under that.
Yeah.
You know, and actually,
It's been a constant theme
Yeah.
with the Republicans.
Yeah, like,
There's
stab
no
each
other
other on the
game
back
they
and
know except
everyone
to
else.
cheat and lie. That's it. And the Republican Party as a whole has got to come to a judgment at some time, or it's nothing but a Klan member, white supremacist QAnon freaks. You know,
Oy.
Well,
Oy
You've heard their
is
reason-
right. Oy
addition
is
for their
right.
conspiracies.
Those people are
Is that
working their
Ruth
way
Bader
into
Ginsburg
the.
is really a hologram? She's really dead,
Oh,
and
man.
the Democrats are just putting a
Oh,
hologram
yeah.
of her up.
Yeah.
Is that the latest? Oh my
Yeah.
God! Wow.
The depth
Wow.
as to
There's no-
how deep this goes, there's no end to this shit if we let it slide. That's how come that we need to stand up to this crap. You know, it will eat away. There are ignorant people out there that believe this shit, and now they're working their way
Yes.
into our government. You know,
Yeah.
and
Do
that.
you guys remember
Well-
the halcyon days of old when the Tea Party were the craziest motherfuckers on the block?
Well, guess what?
Simple obstructionist there. I mean,
Yeah, the Tea Party
anti-government
gave
people.
birth to all of this shit, to the
they did.
whole movement that we see on the right wing nut job society over there. It was spawned from those Tea Party, use your brain, Moran people. Keep your government hands off of my Medicare people. You know, the ignorance
Yeah, exactly.
of their. It gets frustrating because they claim the flag, they claim the patriotism. I'm the American. No, you're not. You're the sucker that was born every minute. That's you. The rest of us are trying to battle that shit.
You know, John.
Yeah.
John, when Hitler lost the war, and it all came out over the next couple of years about what he'd done to the Jews and how nasty he was, and you know everything he'd done, and when you know the people he deceived and stabbed in the back, like Russia and Poland.
Right.
Yet when he years after, he still he has supporters that, knowing how evil this man is. I've not seen one documentary or show or read one book that implicates this man as being anything but evil. Yet he still has the Nazi club that support him. So that's as thick as Trump's base. And
Yeah.
you know, you say, and I say, I can't believe that people support this shit in their own country. Yet I keep thinking about Hitler, and I can't help but think about Hitler. I watched a series on TV the other night called The Winds of War with Robert Mitchum, a
Right.
great old
I
series.
remember that.
It
I
wa-
remember that.
and it showed that the 1938 through to 1943 or 42, and the political side of it. And you know what, mate? You've got to watch it, and you just sit back, and every 5 minutes you can refer to Donald Trump and Hitler. He's saying his strategies.
To me,
It's
Donnie's favorite book, in my part, has to be Mein Kampf. That's where he gets his motivations from. He proudly proclaims he's a German. I assume on the dream that he is that dominant leader that Germany needs, or some bullshit that Hitler sold. It's the same crap. You know, right now we see polls, and Teresa Diggum just pointed it out in the Teresa Diggum, the artist of hand, pointed out that right now there's a poll out that says 57% of Republicans are okay with 170,000 Americans dead. That's okay. It's an acceptable number. 57%
Collateral damage, right?
of the Republican Party think that's an acceptable number, and it could go up to 300,000. It doesn't matter what number you put there. This 57% of the population thinks that's acceptable. Fill in the blank with whatever number you want, because it won't make a difference. And at times it
Stockholm
reminds me
syndrome.
of that old thing that somebody said one time. I don't know who said it the first time. Quote. They said it's sad that 1/3 of Americans would kill the other third of Americans while another third watched. That is a
It's
pitiful
not just the
statement.
deaths, John.
Huh?
Did you see CNN this week when Anderson Cooper interviewed the nurse that looks like she's recovering from COVID, but she's going to lose her hands?
Yes, I
No.
saw her
Hands.
hands.
The
Oh my
massive blood
God.
clots that it causes, and she showed her hands on there. I mean, it made Anderson Cooper broke down about it.
Yes.
But it looked horrific, and I'm sitting there going,
That
Great.
and we've
She's
seen the
gonna-
COVID toe thing.
caught
This
that.
thing attacks in so many vicious ways. It's
She
not just
caught
in
that
your chest.
Due to no PPP, wasn't it? She didn't have the PPP. That's why she caught it.
Is that the
That's
nurse?
speculation, but yes, it was.
Yeah.
She caught it while on the job.
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably
well,
inadequate
no,
reusing older
Inadequate
PPP.
supplies, probably.
see, Trump should be liable for this shit.
Trump
Yes, he should
is,
be.
in my book, he's got blood of every one of these people on his hand. I don't care who.
The lack
his,
of PPE is directly related to Trump because he
his
could have
incompetence.
repurposed
He's had 3 years to fill the
factories.
shelves.
You know,
Yes.
he's had time to pay attention to the scientists, to the educated people in our land that told us. But his refusal to accept that, again, going back to the 57% that thinks it's okay, and the 30 some odd percent that are locked onto him forever, due to those people, I believe their resistance to masks and social distancing and all this bullshit led to everything. So it's his lack of leadership that spread this shit all over this country. Yes, he's responsible for every.
We're going to end
freaking
up
death
not
in this
just with
country.
dead, but damaged people for generations.
Yes,
With
yes.
no health care, with health care in shambles. Hopefully we can fix that.
You would hope.
And what are we going to do? What are going to happen to these people? Nurse without hands? You can't be a nurse
We
anymore.
can't let it happen. We have to save
That's
them.
right.
Yeah.
That's every which
Yeah,
way
it's
you
the
turn.
desperation.
John, what are we going to do? We're gonna save the shit thing, because that's our only option as a society we have. Either we step up now, and take down this moronic dictator wannabe, throw these bums in in this administration that are trying to destroy this country, and put her back on course, and not only put her on a new course for something so much better. If we fail to do this, I will die a person of shame. I swear I will, because we have an opportunity here. We have the momentum. We have the voice. We are on the right side of history. We are wanting more for our country against an asshole who would just as soon burn it down just for his own glory. There's no choice here. Not for any sane American. Any American that cares for their country cannot vote for this man in good conscience.
Hey, John,
No,
I have
Michelle
a question
Obama was
for you.
right.
In Texas,
Yes.
in Texas, are you and your wife, are you able to get absentee ballots
Yes.
so you don't have to go to the polls?
Yes. You know why? Because I'm over 65.
Is that part of the rules in
that-
Texas?
No.
Yeah.
Speeds up the process.
Yeah, it speeds up the process. Yes, we can get absentee mail-in ballots. I'm not sure about Travis. We're gonna have to check. You're gonna have to.
I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna try everything I can too, because I don't want. I've been in quarantine since February. Like I haven't gone
Yeah, Travis ain't going nowhere.
any fucking where. So fuck. If I can do it, I'm gonna stay at home. But if I have to, I'll go vote. It's that simple. I just hope I don't have to.
Yeah.
If I have to, I will. But if there's a way I don't have to and
Yeah.
don't have to go out in public, then yeah, I'm
Right
staying
now, as the
fucking
reason
home.
stands, the only reason you have in Texas is if you're over 65, if you're disabled, or if you. One other reason.
You're a
that-
blue dot.
Yeah, if you're a Democrat, that's probably one of them.
Hey, Dad, you got to catch up on the
I know.
Streamlabs, and we got two
We
people to
have
bring into
two
the call.
people in the call. Mitch Goldstein, how are you doing, my friend?
Superb. How about yourself? I don't know if you heard about my little adventure this week.
Yes, I did. Wait a minute. Don't test me on shit like this. Yes, I did. I read it on Facebook. Now I can't remember what it was. Shit.
Yeah, I had some chest pains last week.
Oh,
and
that's
I went
it.
to the hospital.
Yes, you had some tests done. And the
And it
good
turns
news
out
is,
my heart's actually in pretty good shape.
There
It's
you
what's
go.
between my ears that's all fucked up.
yeah,
Trumpitis.
mine too. It's between my
Julie's
ears.
here.
Hi, Julie.
Hi, John.
How are you doing, darling? I'm so glad he's okay. I read that. I did.
Me too.
Yeah, we have Blue Dots where Andy Pagoda is up getting some tests done up in Cincinnati. I'm worried about him. Yes,
Wow.
yes, I did see your post about the heart and how everything. They put you on a stress test. Which one did you do? You do the chemical or the treadmill?
Yeah, they put a picture of Trump in front of me and then measure my
That's how
blood
they do
pressure.
it now. Yeah, that's the way they do it now. I'm telling you.
And they flash back and forth the picture of that little freak Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
Yeah, got that guy.
When they gave me a choice, well, Mr. Rivo, you can get on this treadmill and run
What
your
about
ass
Stephen
off, or
Miller?
we'll give you a drug
Was he
to make
amongst
your.
it?
No, they don't do, because of the COVID, they don't do the treadmill thing. They don't want people like coughing and shit when they're running.
Really?
So I got
Oh,
the
man.
chemical
I did
test.
mine pre-COVID, and I did the treadmill because I was serious
No,
with the
I got
doctor.
to do it.
don't
I
want
got to
you-
do it again. I got to do it on Friday.
Oh,
This
shit.
Friday, I got to go.
I don't want to run; it hurts my knees. But I also don't want you to shove some shit up in my vein, and all of a sudden my heart start racing.
Yeah, I think that
scares the fuck out of
would
me.
scare me.
If my heart is pounding because I'm running, I know why it's pounding.
Yeah.
Because I'm fucking running.
I just wrote it out.
Yeah.
That's what one does.
Man, it
You
does.
Write it out.
Write it out. It's scary. I don't
Sometimes
like
you
that.
just got. Sometimes you
don't-
just got to grab onto the earth and just write it out.
Yeah.
Mitch, what rate did they get your heart up to, Mitch?
It wasn't really that high. It was about, my pulse was about 110.
You know that stress test thing.
Mm-hmm.
I got a strange story about that. I don't know how high your heart's supposed to go, but
They try
I
to
done
kill
one
you.
2 years. Well, I done one 2 years ago where they done an ultrasound thing on your legs, then they take you in this little room in the side,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
put you in this treadmill, and then they raise the treadmill up like you're going up a hill.
Yeah.
And they
Right.
get you to work up a sweat. And they really try and screw you over, and yet they couldn't get my heart rate to go over 148. Now I'm not fit. I'm a 65-year-old man, but they could not get my heart to go over 148. And you know what? That was 2 years ago, Mitch, and they still don't know why they can't get it up that high.
Damn. Well, that's
Some
good.
sort of mutation, I would assume.
Yeah.
I would
A good
assume
one.
too, but they still have not given me an answer after 2 years of what, because they thought I should be at the, I think it's at 180s or 200s or something stupid like that.
Wow.
Yeah, well,
Well, they're not.
But if you
I got to go
They're
through it
not-
all over again.
But
But, it could have been a
110,
hell of a lot worse.
Well,
that's
we're-
double normal fitness, isn't it? 110.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy. Well, you know what
Supposed to
got
be
my heart
60.
rate up? When I opened the box and I seen my new hat. Phantom Kimishita. Janelle, how are you doing, dear?
I'm doing good. I'm glad you like your hat.
I love my hat. It is my new favorite hat now. They'll have
it
to
goes
look.
good with your shirt.
It does indeed. I am. I've already worn it in the town today once. So, yeah, I'm waiting on the guy to look at it. And say, what is that on top? That's a head. Oh, it's hair. Oh, that's Donnie's hair. The turd. That's him. Thank you, Phantom. I appreciate it very much.
You're welcome.
And Rose was pleasantly surprised to see what I walked in through the door, so we greatly appreciate it too, Phantom.
You're welcome. I'm glad you liked the anime. I wasn't sure if you guys already had them or not.
No.
But I had ordered anime from a store called Right Stuff Anime.
Oh, nice,
Online.
nice.
And they somehow or another, I ended up with 2 copies of Death Note and the Rainbow Days one.
Oh, well, there you go. That
So
works
I'm
out.
going to send you guys anime and decide, well, I'll send you those. So
Well, you couldn't have sent it to a more appreciative group than these. 'Cause they do, like, they watch anime all the time. I just keep looking over there and go, that's cartoons in my day.
Hell no.
That's exactly what Travis tells me
No.
all the time. No, his dad. It's
I
not,
think
it's
even
not
Mitch can
cartoon.
comment to say no, it's not. It's not simple fucking cartoons, God damn it.
No. No, I know they have a meaning and a story and a moral.
Either that or they're more fucked up than Game of Thrones. Just, fuck.
well, the thing about anime is that it tackles controversial issues sometimes. Like Death
It
Note
does.
is one of those.
Yes. Yes, it
And
does.
Rainbow Days is more comedy.
Yeah.
So I saw Rainbow Days. It wouldn't have been on my recommendations list for anime to watch first, but it is decent.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Excuse me. What did we watch
At
last
least
night?
it'll give you a laugh.
What did y'all watch
Hopefully.
last night?
Parasite.
Oh, that's right. I didn't get the
Oh.
chance to watch
Yep.
it yet.
Marcia and
but
I
you finally
Travis,
watched it.
Sat down and watched Parasite last night, which I usually don't go for subtitles, but this has gotten a good review and everything. And then Travis came in and blew the whole freaking movie for me. I mean, just after I done seen the movie, how was the movie? Well, I enjoyed it. It was a weird story. It's kind of hard to explain, but it was very well done. And then Travis came in and busted my bubble. And
Well, here's the
ruined it
thing.
all.
I haven't seen the movie, but I heard it had some of the best visual effects of all time. In other words, most of that house wasn't real.
Yeah.
Most of the backgrounds of that town weren't real.
Come to find out, just about everything you're looking at in that movie is all computer generated, and you could not tell. There was only one shot in the whole movie that they say you could really tell, and when they did show that in the on that little clip you were showing me about how it was made, that I did look at it and go, oh well, yeah, that does look like computer generated building, but during the movie it was just a flash, so I didn't think much of it, but. Yes, it was very well done and kind of a weird storyline. Jeez, I'm really weird. Anyway, let me catch up here before we get behind. Ben Stroud donated $5 to Super Chat and said, John, I wish YouTube would show your show on some Trump supporters' YouTube channel as ads
would show up on their YouTube channels as ads. That would make them lose some viewers. Fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump. Yeah, it seems to me every time if you on YouTube you see my videos, there's a Trump ad before it. It just pisses me. Mitch Goldstein donated. No. Oh yeah, they're hitting me up big time. Every time I turn around, my brother's calling me. They're running Trump ads on you. Yeah, I know.
I know. I wish I can stop it.
Yeah. Mitch Goldstein donated $2 through Super Chat and said, fuck Trump and fuck the Tea Party bigots. I agree with you, Mitch. Thank you very much, my friend. And Catman56, my friend Keith, donated $5, said, this afternoon my granddaughter saw a YouTube clip. She pointed to the screen and said, Trump, then said, asshole. Oh my God, laughing my ass off. Me too. She knows, see? Yeah, your granddaughter, she got some intelligence there, buddy. She can spot an asshole real easy. Renee Harris donated $5 through Super Chat and said, I'll pay $100 if you keep your beard. Can't imagine you without one. So sad, Renee Harris.
Shit.
I know, baby. I am so.
I want him to keep the fucking beard, okay? Mom's ready for it to go. I want him to keep it because I think it's a badass beard. So, but you made a promise.
Hey, listen here. You work for us.
Yeah.
You work for us, John Bridebo. Don't forget that.
I do indeed. But I made a promise. I made a commitment that the day that man left our house, notice I said it the day he left. So that's not election day. That's on January 20th. Just a few days before my birthday, and I guess Mama will enjoy a nice. Oh man, I ain't gonna look pretty at all.
You're not shaving your mustache off, are you?
No.
No.
Mustache ain't going nowhere, buddy. Nobody sees this top lip. My wife doesn't even want to see this top lip.
If you cut it properly, John, you put it in a frame and you can auction it off.
John, I was thinking you could do locks of loves for Ben Shapiro.
For Ben Shapiro?
Yeah.
Because he's such a I can't say it anymore. I can't be sexist.
It is now what it's over two-fisted. That's how I kind of judge my beard since it's been going. Is the first time I ever reached down and I grabbed a handful of it, and there was still beard on the other end. I went, oh, look at there, it's getting longer. Now I can put two hands up there, and there's this is hair coming out here. This two fists, baby.
That's three hands for Trump.
That's it, baby. I am
a lot of admiration.
I am going to miss it. I just wonder how long I'm going to sit up there and try to reach it and stroke it after it's gone, because there will be a.
You'll have phantom beer.
Yes, I will. I will have phantom beer for a while. And it's going to take me a long time to grow it back. This is almost 4 years of growth on my chin.
Wow.
And I've never had that much commitment to grow anything in my life. 4 years.
Do you guys know really what's on top of Donnie's head?
No.
It's urine colored spun cotton candy.
I believe the urine colored very much. It fits into the narrative, shall we say, that has been
the dossier, right?
Yes, the dossier. Well, not only dossier, Michael Cohen now is coming out saying, insinuating, hey,
here's the elevator pitch. Right before you shave it off, dye it blue.
Oh, it's no. Here's the thing. Here's the deal, Mitch. On election day, the day after election, it's blue, and it will remain blue until I shave it off.
Wait, what? This is new to me. What?
Yeah, me and Lone Wolf. Where you at, Lone Wolf? I know you're out there, brother. Yep.
What?
Not only is he going to streak, which I understand you're going to show your bloaty sandwich, and Yeah, how to do that has not been explored yet. We're gonna have to find out.
I swear,
the right
I feel like
method.
at one point in my life, I considered dyeing my hair
asked
color,
Rose.
and you were like, "Nah, I wouldn't do that if I were you."
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna dye my hair any color.
Yeah, no, I said
my
I
beard.
wanted to dye my hair at one point, and you said, "Nah, you don't know if that would be a good
So
idea."
what do I know? Shit.
Yeah, at this
When did
point,
you
yeah.
know
What
that?
do you know? Because apparently you're gonna dye your hair or your
I'm
beard
gonna
blue.
dye my beard blue. Well, because of the gray and it's very. Coarse.
I don't know if you can use normal
Yeah.
hair dye in your beard though.
That might- that
we would
might-
have to find.
But then Mom said, well, you know, at Halloween they have that spray on shit.
yeah, well, we can get that even not on
You know,
Halloween.
it's blue. You know,
Well,
I don't know.
I'm looking forward to that then. I'd love to dye my hair blue before that then too. I mean, I'd like to dye my hair blue anyway, but
There he is, Lone Wolf's there. Yep, there he is. He's gonna dye his blue too.
oh,
I don't know how we're gonna do it, Lone, but we gotta figure out a way. I'm sure bologna sandwich. That's right, Gary sandwich.
I'm so glad you added sandwich after bologna.
Yeah. Well, Lone Wolf's known for bragging about his bologna.
Bologna.
He's got good bologna from what I heard. I don't know. Anyway, there are blue dots all out here that are figuring out certain ways that we're going to celebrate. And I can see it, baby. I can see it. The man's got nowhere to go down. Just this weekend, not only the tape coming out about Donnie's sister, Marianne, making fun of his ass and calling him a liar and a disgrace and cruel and everything else. And that's just part of it. We'll hear some more of it, I'm sure. Not only that, but the story breaking about secret meetings between DeJoy, the Postmaster General, and Steve Mnuchin. That's going to be interesting to see, and I'm going to see that come out in Congress tomorrow because I'm sure somebody's going to ask him that question because, hey, look here, the story here, you're having secret meetings with Steve Mnuchin. Did you ever do that? And
I
get
cannot
his
wait
ass.
until Katie Porter gets a hold of him.
Oh, man. Yes. Vengeance is mine, saith Katie Porter. Yeah. There are.
You know, even the heavenly bodies are aligning for us because there's going to be a blue moon right before the election.
Blue moon.
3 or 4 days.
There you
The
go,
31st is
baby.
the second full moon of October, so we've got everything going on our side.
oh wow.
It is going to be a landslide, I do believe. You can't
I
speak
hope
it's
so.
against the law.
Needs to be.
When did that ever stop you, Lone Wolf? It's just a law. only if you're caught. Then it's breaking the law. Anyway, yeah. Oh, I got lost in thought there. Oh, Lord have mercy, get that out of my head.
Well, the questioning of DeJoy this is the week coming up. I'm watching that. I'm not watching the RNC. That's gonna be
I'm looking forward to DeJoy getting in front of Congress, especially just this weekend with that story coming out about secret meetings with the Secretary of the Treasury about operations in the Postal Service. You know,
Mnuchin is right.
the
you
number
know,
of
Mnuchin
crimes-
needs to come sit.
Huh?
Mnuchin needs to come sit.
Yeah, that guy, he's a slimy little worm. He comes from greed. That man, the way he made his money, was on the foreclosure of hundreds of thousands of Americans.
Yeah, One West, John.
Yeah.
One West was the bank.
One West, that's right. Yeah, and that's where Steve Mnuchin made his money. And every time I hear the name Steve Mnuchin, there's two images come to my mind. One of them with his grimy little wife holding up the money sheets. You know, look at all the money before it's even cut. And coming off that airplane, look at me with my Gucci this, that, my designer this, that, and the other. It's all about money to them. That is the epitome. Steve Mnuchin and his wife are what Republicans are about. And Trump is too. Gaudy, I got it all. Look at me. I'm better than anybody. I got more money. You know, Apple, the corporation, just was the first company to be valued as a what did it say? $2 trillion?
I think you told me $2 trillion.
$2 trillion company. The value $2 trillion. And somebody did the math on that. That would be you saving $1 million a day, every day, for over 5,000 years. That's how you get to that number. So even before human time started, you would already had, before man was even recording history, way back BC and all that shit, you'd have to be saving $1 million, I guess adjusted for inflation, to get to that number. And that's disgusting. Every time I stop to think of that, a $2 trillion company.
That's a lot of shekels, John.
That's a lot of shekels, my friend. That is a lot. As we see the desperation in our country, how the division between those that have not, and now it's worse. It's those that have just a little bit and try and hang on to it, and those that have not.
It's getting much worse here in Portland, John.
It is.
You can see tent cities are growing and growing, and there's more shopping carts everywhere. Yeah,
we're going to see more of that when evictions start. Again, when did we get that $1,200? What month was that?
Don't look
May?
at me.
May? Was it May?
Yeah. Some people had
We're
to
near
wait
the
till
end of
June
August.
or July.
And they are still debating, while there are Americans that are in a bind, that are facing eviction and so much other heartaches, just the basic subsistence of getting by. Every time they show a food bank on TV, it's got a line 10 miles long. The need is there. The desire to fix it is not.
But Eric, Trump says you should work for a living. You should know, right?
Yeah, Eric.
Yeah, what's he ever done with his life?
Those that have a silver spoon stuck up their ass should not be speaking about those getting a job.
All he's ever done is shot elephants and tigers and lions. That's all he's ever done.
Both of them. Ivanka, what makes her a senior advisor to the president? Yeah, because she's daddy's little girl. That's all. And she's wormed her way around the world, getting connections with everybody, and she's nobody. But now she will be somebody in the future.
Artist.
She's a con artist like her daddy. She's going to go right into the Republican Party.
Probably the
and
best of
milk
them.
Let's build the wall ourselves. That's a grand idea. That's how we'll do it.
Go fund me the wall and pocket that money.
And Steve
and the
Bannon
Republicans still, the people that
way.
support the wall are still going, yay for Trump.
Yeah, they're still going, yeah, we do it again. You're dumb. Phobia wants all that kind of shit. Yeah, they talk to some of these people. Well, I'd still support the idea. Well, then you're pretty well stupid, idiot. I gave all my money the first time, but I'll go out and borrow some more and donate again. Yeah, go vote for Trump, buddy. Run along. Those are the people we need to chase back under the rock.
I'm going to sell my insulin.
What? You're gonna sue who, bitch?
Sell their insulin.
Oh, sell it. Hey.
I'm gonna sell my blood and one of my kidneys to donate to Trump.
Yeah. Hey, well, McSally.
Yeah.
Is that any different than what McSally down in Arizona is asking? Did you hear her, this lady?
You can skip a meal and send the money to me.
Skip a meal and send me the money. That's what you can do, Arizona. We're in a fight for all the money we can get. That's what their slogan is. Yes, McSally is down in Arizona. She's in desperate need, saying skip a meal, fast a meal, and send me the money. How about you just go out to a nice restaurant and send her the bill? It's
Arizonans. I want you to get a second job and send me all the money.
Yes.
How about in 2 years' time I can knock at your door and collect taxes direct in my hand?
Yeah, in my hand. Yeah, it's sad, but it's a sign of what's coming, I think. Her desperate plea to tell you to skip a meal to donate to her. Baby, there's plenty of people out in this country that are already skipping several meals a day, and they don't have enough money to donate to anybody. Would you go get
Or it's like food versus medicine.
Yeah. That's where we are.
Or medicine versus paying your cable or your phone bill.
Or rent.
That's how come I did. The other day I was talking about, they laughed at Andrew Yang, $1,000 a month for a basic income, a guaranteed income of $1,000 to every American. That way it helps. And how much that could do to every stage. Now you'd have to make a cutoff limit if you're an asshole millionaire. Fuck you, you ain't getting nothing.
Everybody who does that, here's the problem. Everybody who does that study, the same exact thing happens. People's salaries start to go up. And I can tell you the way that these Wall Street bastards think, they are doing everything they can to keep costs down. Because that's how you keep revenues up in a competitive market. You keep costs down. That's why half my colleagues are in Bangalore.
If
it's not because we're reaching out.
Money.
Yeah, and we're not reaching out to these people in Bangalore and uplifting them. We're exploiting them.
That's what we're doing. Taking advantage of cheap labor, because that's where that's where corporations go.
25 to 40%
to the
of
cheap labor.
What it costs.
So there's a lot to be said for Buy American, you know. Business is like that. That is the free market society we live in. Manufacturers, especially on large scales, are going to get it the cheapest way they can so they can make the most profit they can. That's the name of the capitalistic system that we live in. But we just
that goes to Robert Borkism. Yeah. Robert Bork. His mantra was you can't have monopolies are fine as long as prices stay low.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as
then
prices go up,
you can't levy
you're
antitrust
outpricing your
laws.
market.
Yeah. Right.
Squirrel. Wait a second. I had a thought.
Sorry I interrupted you, John.
No,
Sorry about that. I just wanted to get that thought in there.
Actually, it was a burp I had to do silently, and I just had to, wait a minute, get that out. And
but we can lay a lot of this shit at Robert Bork's feet, too, you know?
Well, we just have to learn to divide or to separate the necessities of a society from the capitalistic system. Healthcare being the biggest one that we can point to right now in the middle of a pandemic. We should not have a healthcare system that is relying on a profit. Healthcare is not something we should profit off of.
There's certain things that a profit margin is immoral.
Yes, it's immoral.
Locking people up.
Yeah, and if you're a religious person, you should know what that is. And every Republican claims to be a big Christian, so I don't understand the battle against universal health care anywhere in the world because it is not a commodity. Your life is not a commodity. Your life is everything that you and your family have. We try to hold on to it and claim it to be so dear. But there's a price that there's on it. Oh, you can't put a price on life, John. Oh, hell, you can't. Go to the doctor and see how much credit you get for everything you need, because somebody's going to pay that bill, and you'll never own a house. You'll lose every damn thing you got because of medical bills. Really? Is that the society we want? No. There's certain aspects of our society that a profit margin cannot impact, should not impact. It just demeans us.
You're the greatest country in the world, yet I'm led to believe that you're listed at number 32 as healthcare providers for your people.
Yes.
The worst
we're number one ain't always the thing there, buddy. We're not number one in a lot of shit. We're not number one in happiness. No. I think that's out in Scandinavia or somewhere over there. People
I just was looking today at a CBS News poll they did, and this is reflective of this, where 57% of the Republicans found the number of coronavirus deaths acceptable.
Right.
Up to 43%, where the Democrats, it was 10% found it acceptable to 90% found it unacceptable. And the independents were 33 to 67. Yeah, and you still want to look at the 10% Democrats and going, really?
Yeah, really?
Okay.
But, I'm throwing in those people.
We're okay with a large number of people dying, large number of people being permanently damaged for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
We seem to
just. That's right. It's not just the deaths, because some people's lives end when they lose the ability, like poor nurse that loses her hands. That's like a death to her. That's a form of a death in a lot of ways. So it's a lot of harm. The death is probably half of what the other half is. So there's probably 400,000 people affected by this seriously for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
Well, and just in the first wave, and we're not even finished with that.
No.
Correct.
The fall is coming, and they told us at the beginning of this, watch out for the fall. And the fall is going to come back rampant because it comes along with the flu, and it'll spread faster. And here we are. We're fixing to head right into that season. What are we going to do when it just starts ballooning again? It's scary now. Down here where I live, it's scary. Of course, it's been hot as hell, so I don't understand. It was all supposed to die when the heat came out and all that shit.
Now these storms are going to hit, and people are going to have to go into shelters and crowd together.
But these storms will blow the virus away.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, come right through and blow it all away. It'll all be up in Canada next thing you know. That according to, he'll get a Sharpie out to make sure it works that way too. I'm worried so much about what lies ahead of this country but I'm encouraged to think of who's going to take over come January. But it's January.
Social Security is your next worry. Keeping Social Security.
Keeping Social Security safe.
He's already set himself up to take it away from these guys. What happens if he takes Social Security away? Do you have more people in the streets living in the streets? Do you have more people?
Yeah, but they'll be poor people, so who gives a shit? Yeah, that's the way. That's their way of thinking. That's their way of thinking.
At least the Republicans are quite comfortable with them just dying.
I just find it hard to believe, as an Australian, I find it hard to believe that America would say Social Security all finished with, people living in the streets, they got no Social Security. Well, what sort of country is this? What's happened?
That's the question that's on the ballot. You know, it's not corny. It's not cliche that when Joe says we're at a battle for the soul of this country. Yeah, we really are. We have to make that determination of who we want to be. What are the dreams of our country? What are the dreams for our children? Is it, well, gee, son, I hope you get out there and make a lot of money, because if not, life is really going to suck. And that's terrible.
You know he's going to stop the payroll tax, which then in turn he's going to say, well, no payroll tax, we can't fund Social Security, it's a natural death. Sorry.
Yeah, that's how that flows, because that's where Social Security comes from. The major part comes from payroll deductions, those that pay in. It's a socialist idea. You know, everybody pays in for the greater good. And it's not a disgusting thought. You know, I'm all for you rising yourself up to be a successful person in this country. Nobody wants to begrudge anybody from doing well. But when you start talking about somebody who has value beyond belief, you really have to question that person's own moral compass that would allow that person to be so wealthy and not be a what do they call it? Philanthropist, a person that gives back. You're not going to spend all that freaking money. All you like is having those numbers on your bank account and associated with your name. Look at me. I'm Jeff Bezos and I'm worth X. And look at all this rice. If each one of them was $1 million, look at this pound of rice I got. You know, it's that kind of shit. At what point in our society do we have people that just are obviously oblivious to the good that we could do with the money that is squandered away, pissed away, given away, stolen?
We don't know, but you're not allowed to know.
No.
Because $500 billion that just disappeared is you got no right to know. Don't ask me.
A billion here, a billion there, and pretty soon you're talking about real money.
And for that, you're president, all these 40%, whoever you are. 40% of the people can't. I can't believe 40% of the people be treated like that and accept it. I really can't.
Well, that's the dilemma we find ourselves in.
These fucking oligarchs, they won't be happy until the Enlightenment is rolled back, the Renaissance is rolled back, and we're stuck right back in the Middle Ages with the Black Plague.
Welcome to serfdom.
That's what they want.
Serfdom.
That's their utopia.
Yeah, the ruling rich.
They want that class division. They want the kings and the serf. They want that, the royalty and those that serve. That's all they want. A society cannot sustain itself on that. It will collapse. The rich can't have, eventually.
It has everywhere else.
Yeah. Well, until they storm the Bastille. Until they storm the Bastille and go,
all right,
enough of this shit.
Everybody, let's try to name a society that didn't collapse. Go.
Oh, well, good point.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah, right.
Don't even say the British Empire.
Oh, no.
Because there's been like 15 British empires.
Yeah. No, I'm still.
Some of them collapsed.
Nope,
It's pretty
can't think
hard,
of one.
mate.
Can't think of one. Right now, the only ones that are still hanging on by a thread, and we're one of them. This experiment hangs every year, every election cycle. It really does. It hangs on our vote. But this time, it's like the rope is broke, except down to a few damn strains. Either we grasp hold of this thing and pull it up, or the rope's going to snap. We're going to have nothing.
Curtis Wood, very simply, fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump. Is that what you said?
Well said.
That's what Curtis said, but I say it too.
John, have you seen that article by USA Today where Trump was claiming the FDA was trying to slow testing for COVID vaccine.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, until after the election.
He tweeted out the other day the deep state in the FDA is stopping any vaccines so that there will be no vaccine coming out before the election day. That's his little theory. And then, oh, Lord have mercy, today he holds a press conference and fast tracks the plasma, what do they call it? Somebody help me out. Plasma, excuse me.
Right there, buddy.
Plasma therapy, thank you. And have approved it for wider use. Now, this is a promising looking therapy, but it is not confirmed yet. But there are some promising, hopeful things for it. And Trump wants to come out and proclaim that last week he broke the log jam to make sure that this was pushed through. No, he didn't. They're opening up now. The FDA is opening up now for wider consideration by doctors. But they've been studying this for a while. Hell, we've been hearing it on the news. Hell, what's his name? I was thinking, I won't say his name. Very big lawyer here in Texas, very large lawyer in Texas, offered up $50 to anybody to go give plasma that has had COVID and is recovered. He'll give you a $50 HEB gift card if you go down and donate plasma. That's a very wealthy lawyer here in Texas that constantly donates to good causes. That's the kind.
You know why it's not going to work, John? You know why I know it's not going to work?
Why?
Because Peanut Dick thinks it will.
Yeah, that's what Marcia and I was talking about. We're still, oh shit. I wish he would have kept his mouth shut. It's going to be like hydrochloroquine. It's the greatest thing in the world. It's going to turn out to be a flop. Yeah. You know, if you listen to the experts, we're still a long way from having a vaccine. We are desperately trying to come up with therapeutics. What's that, Dave?
Yeah.
Still a lot of guys out there with dolphin torches stuck up their ass so they can't get them out.
Yeah, no shit. No shit.
They're still not absolutely sure that you get immunity.
Well, from the dolphin torch, is it the sort of torch you use?
No, the immunity is not permanent to this virus.
Yeah.
Well, just waste their time sticking the torch up their ass, haven't they?
Yeah, that's about what it is. That's about what it is. Yep. They don't know, and now it has proven the therapeutic value of the plasma. It rolls out to be about 35% of patients with it do better. Not a great result, but better than anything, especially if you're one of those. But it still has a long way to go and to be tested. But they're desperate to get some news out that proclaims that Donnie fixed it. Not that there's anything.
Well, what is it that Oleander is?
Oleander,
yeah, that's supposed to be very helpful, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, if you get a chance to listen to Tim Cormall's show today on a podcast, Joe Santorsa. Yes, it is. Joe Santorsa did a wonderful clown
planted
call.
all up and down the freeways of California. We should know.
Yeah.
It's banned. I think it's banned in Australia from memory.
Yes, it's poison. And there's been a murder somebody tried to commit murder. Or did commit murder, the white oleander, I think Mitch reminded us the other night. Anyway, yes, let me catch up here. Ardessa donated $5 to Super Chat and said, appreciate the heck out of all of you. Love Blue Dots and fuck Trumpers. Fuck Trump. That's what Ardessa says. Thank you very much. And our own Chris in the room here, Christopher Citro, donated $5 to Super Chat. Chris, thank you very much. We appreciate it, brother. And
yeah, very welcome.
There you go.
You know, when I look at every time I see the My Pillow guy,
yeah.
The only thing I can think of is the scene from My Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah.
Where he's like, hey, where are your hands? They're between two pillows. Those aren't pillows. Remember that scene, everyone?
I'm trying to remember desperately. I know I've seen the movie.
That's the only thing I can think of when I see that fucking My Pillow guy. What an idiot!
You know, every time I see him, I have this little jingle in my head: buy two, buy two for the price of 10. You know, it's like that's what Huey is. You know, he's a bad businessman, from what I understand.
Do you see Lurch in Steve Mnuchin? From the
I see the devil in Steve Mnuchin. The greedy.
But he's got that look.
He's got that gremlin looking, I'll steal every dime you got. And I'm sorry, I hate that guy. He is just super into money, in all that implies.
He reminds me of the guy that if you shake his hand, you got to check you still got your wallet when you walk away.
Yeah, that's him. That's him, because he'll steal you blind and laugh all the way to the bank. drain the swamp my ass. As soon as he put Steve Mnuchin in there, the swamp just got a whole lot stinkier. And I'm looking forward to this little debate in Congress with DeJoy about secret meetings with him. I'm looking forward to this. Anyway, Curtis Wood donated $5 to Super Chat. Very simple. Fuck Trump. That's what Curtis said. So we're just relaying the message straight to you. Curtis said simply, fuck Trump. And Renee Harris donated $5 and said, sadly, they are full of hate. And they are. Thank you, Renee. They are full of hate. That's all they got to sell. They ain't got nothing else to sell. They ain't got a promise of the future, a brighter future for America. We're going to fix this problem or that. No. The only message they have right now is, them Democrats, I hear they devil worship and eat dead babies. That's what QAnon says. So
I think Steve Mnuchin is the love child of Louis Gohmert fucking a grouper.
Yeah, that might be it, buddy. I'm telling you, I always say the only reason his wife is married to him is because of money. You cannot tell me that woman fell in love with him because of his handsome, great looks.
Oh, yeah,
and his wonderful
great
conversation.
Personality.
Yeah, no, as dry toast as you could be. He's the only guy I know that when he sits there and talks, the guy never moves. His lips move, but if you keep him focused in the camera, in the shot, his head never moves. It doesn't move to the right, to the left, up, down, nothing. He's solid like he's got a stick all the way up his ass, and I think
he was made by Disney.
I think so. He's animated.
Yeah, somebody drew his ass, and he came to life like Pinocchio.
And I can't remember his wife's name. She's a British actress, is who she is. When she married him, she to me is like Melania, melanoma, the epitome of a gold digger, the one who is only concerned.
I know. She makes no bones about it.
What's that, Julie?
She makes no bones about it.
No, she's not apologetic for it. She is proudly.
She won't even lie about it. She was interviewed by Barbara Walters a long time ago.
Yes.
And Barbara Walters asked her if she thought that she would be married to Donald if he didn't have all that money. And she answered, "Do you think he'd be married to me if I didn't look like this?"
Yeah, very good answer.
Louise Linton is her name.
Yeah.
Scottish access.
One cheap ass talking about another cheap ass. That's it. There's no love involved in this.
She doesn't pretend at all. She makes it clear why she married him.
Yeah.
It's almost like the marriage amongst those rich people. It's not a marriage of love. It's a marriage of business arrangement, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's how come they got
There's
the
only
prenup.
18 years difference between the two of them.
18
Surely that's
years.
love.
Yeah, no,
You know, when they got
First sight.
together and he married her, she was about, 35 or so. Whatever modeling career she had was going to end.
the kind she was doing.
It doesn't matter. It's going to end at that age. I imagine she probably just wanted to have a child. She wanted some stability and financial security, and he was there.
Yeah.
And he wanted a good-looking wife. I don't have a problem with arrangements like this. Everyone seems to be getting what they want.
Yeah, they do.
The rich guy around at the right time. Is that what you're saying?
That is what I am saying.
Okay.
Well, for example, how do you think Julie and I got together?
Your dastardly, devilish, handsome looks, Mitch. I love that laugh, baby. Yeah,
Arranged marriage.
Yeah, I can't sell that load of shit to my wife either. It was because of my drastically handsome
we're really
looks,
Amish.
right? Yeah. Oh, is that what you are, Amish?
Well, we say we're Jewish, but it's like we're actually closet Amish.
That's why you're always cooking out, having to sell cakes and stuff on the side.
There you go.
There you go. Everything's related. Lord mercy.
So before they leave office, I think they're gonna pass the Be Best Day. Remember when Melania passed the Be Best campaign?
Yeah, Be Best.
And I think they're gonna make that a federal holiday, and everyone will celebrate by eating Cheetos and drinking True Blood.
Oh my God.
Well, Democrats will celebrate by eating a baby.
Yeah, we'll barbecue that day. Hey, we're having a barbecue, Bob. Bring over your kid this weekend. We'd love to have him. Yeah.
I was just wondering if you have any children you don't want.
Yeah, we're just saying, there's always a favorite child, and then those, Eric, maybe Eric. Eric, you could end up on the barbecue pit. Shit. Shit.
I hope not, because I have a feeling I'd be the first one out the door. Tyler's got the ticket in. I'm gonna be the one gone. I'm just saying.
Oh, Bill Barr, he must be the love child between the WB Frog and Jabba the Hutt.
Oh, Bill Barr. You had to mention Bill Barr. You hear about his little trip over to see Rupert Murdoch?
He's the Spiro Agnew of 2020, right?
Oh, man, the gift that keeps on giving. This slime bag went to pay a visit to Rupert Murdoch in person, I understand, to convey the message from Donnie that, hey, that Judge Napolitano guy on Fox, I don't like what he's saying there. So, get him off the air. And guess what? That's what happened.
He's gone?
He's gone. Well, he's narrowed down to a couple of real quick non-political related questions on Fox. Yeah, he's been cut out of the picture as a direct request from Donald Trump to William Barr to Rupert Murdoch to the set of Fox Spews.
Is that why Tucker Carlson had a go at him?
Fox will be the first one to tell you they don't repeat the president. The president it gets his marching orders from Fox News. It's
kind of like a mutual thing. It's kind of like America and Israel.
Yeah.
No one's really in charge of the relationship.
Yeah.
It's just a relationship.
It's just a thing.
You know?
That's what it's just a thing. Yeah. We're in a sad mess, baby. We're in a sad mess where we are. And
well, things will get better, dude.
We are. We're going to get better.
Especially if that asteroid hits us.
No shit. Day before voting day. November 2nd, I guess. Splat. And we don't have to worry about it no more.
Didn't Trump call Fox News fake news the other day?
Yes, he's been
when he gets irritated with me, does.
He gets
They
irritated.
have a complicated relationship.
Chris Wallace. He doesn't like Chris Wallace. He does not like Judge Napolitano, and he's gone now. He has been limited now. I read the story on it. Yeah.
And Tucker Carlson now.
No, Tucker Carlson, he's still in there. He's still out there
Trump
yapping.
attacked Chris Wallace again today for his interview with Mark Meadows.
Yeah.
Tucker Carlson has 5 houses.
5 houses.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Ask Sean Hannity how many he has. Sean Hannity's in the HUD property game, baby.
He's the heiress of the Swanson Food Company, as AOC says.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he comes from money.
Comes from moolah.
Yeah.
Hannity's just another real estate scam artist like Trump is. That's why they get along so well.
No wonder he's like, get those meat packers back to work.
Sure.
Yeah, just silver spooners. Silver spooners feeding silver spooners feeding silver spooners, and it'll go on forever while those rich little bastards keep inheriting the millions that they don't work for, and they think the people work for them. Every one of you people that punch a clock card every day, they want a part of it.
Yeah. That's the way the
You know what is an untapped? Seriously, you know what's an untapped resource?
What's that?
Eric Trump's gums.
Gums?
There's got to be some way that we can use them.
There has to be some scientific breakthrough to really take use of that.
Maybe we can reflect sunlight off of them to keep global
lower the
warming
Earth's
down.
albedo.
I'd feel sorry for Eric, but he's a prick, so I don't really give a shit.
I sense
He has to wear a
the presence of
name
hugger.
tag wherever he goes. It
Hello,
says my name
Eric.
is, and it Eric. Yeah.
Eric.
You know, there's only 2 good Trumps, isn't there? That's his niece and his sister.
Yeah, Mary Trump and Marianne Trump. Oh, look at there,
The
Velica.
author and the fraudulent judge.
I knew I was feeling hugged.
Didn't you feel the love?
I felt the love come in the room.
I did too. Hello, Velica.
Hugs.
Hi, Belica.
Welcome, Belica.
Thank you. Hello.
How are you doing, dear?
I'm okay.
Good.
Hi, Velica.
Hello.
Good. How's the weather? Are you having good weather where you're at?
Well, we got a little bit of rain. Early this morning, we had some thunderstorms move in. Well, this will be nothing. If those things come through, we'll get hit with whatever's left.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to this at all for anybody that has to go through this. Looks
You
like
know,
they.
Down there, it's a little bit worse.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what I'm concerned about. We have two storms that are going to come in on the Gulf, 1-2 punch. The fires out in California.
Oh my God, Trump is gonna fuck this up so bad.
So bad.
He's gonna
he is.
fuck this up so bad.
Guess
I
what?
feel so sorry for him.
You know that.
Blue state, they're in trouble.
You know that little thing he was talking about. He reallocated funds for the $300 for the unemployment insurance for people. He was taking that money out of the FEMA funds because he does not have authority to get money from Congress. Only Congress can do that.
He got barred from that though.
Did he get barred from it? Good.
Yep.
I hope so. Good. I haven't followed up. I knew that's where he was getting it. Military.
He got barred
money.
from using military funds to build his racist bigot wall.
But that's what he came out with. He's going to sign this legislative executive order, and it's bullshit. It's just like him saying he's going to send sheriffs and attorneys into the polling places. No, he can't do that. It's illegal.
It was what he did with his businesses.
Yes.
This is one of the reasons they went bankrupt. He would move money from one place to another to show that things were fine, when the money really wasn't there to back it up. And when he got called on it, there was no money there. And he's trying to do the same thing with the U.S. economy, and it is
everything Trump touches dies.
God, yeah. He's not a good businessman. He's a con artist.
No, as a matter of fact,
how could a con artist be a good businessman? This I don't get about these people. How can he possibly be a good businessman?
Set up a university
because he keeps repeating that he's a great man. That he is a wealthy man because of his great mind and ability in business. No.
Oh, and I'm a jackass.
He's a jackass that's been paid off by Russians and others for years and years and years. And
just ask all his Wharton University professors. They all said he was the dumbest dolt they've ever taught.
Wharton College,
and that's why he went out of his way to suppress that.
Think of this, guys. How rich would he be if he carried on exactly how Fred was carrying the business on? Now, we knew that Fred died. They all thought he had $200 or $300 million. It turns out he had billions of dollars, right?
Yeah.
They didn't realize this. But imagine if Trump had those same skills.
Trump's not too happy with that.
How wealthy would he really be now? He'd be worth billions.
Fuck, he could have just bought municipal bonds or T-bills.
Yes.
And he'd have more money.
Yes. He's doing it the hard way.
Just look how much he's going to have after he gets out of prison. Oh, that's right. I don't think he'll live that long. Not if there's a God in the world and if there's justice.
If I gave you $500 million, Mitch, how long would it take you to make yourself a billionaire?
Me?
If I gave you $500 billion, you're a businessman. What? Yeah. How long would it take you? Could you lose $500 million like Trump did in 24 months?
If I tried real hard.
If I tried, I could lose it.
Brewster's Millions. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Richard Pryor.
If you tried, you could.
You know what I'd do?
Tried.
I know what I'd start. I'd just eat a Cold Stone ice cream all the time.
Yeah, there you go.
And that money just fucking disappear.
The interest rates back then were so good that you could have just stuck that money in bonds and lived very wealthy and still become a billionaire in a few years' time.
Well,
he had to rip people off. He had to rip people off and scam people, and even then, we all know now that the money is not his money. It's probably Russian money or whoever's money.
It's rubles.
And yeah, and the guy wasn't. That's why he's hiding his taxes. We all know that the guy squandered every cent that the Trump family had, and he's living on borrowed money, which tells me that's borrowed time. You know.
I think.
Anybody who ever read Highlights magazine when you were a kid, you remember the connect the dots, where you connected the dots. That's really what this is. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to connect all these dots.
No, everyone knows the truth.
And it should go directly to jail. I mean, it leads directly to prison.
If we have a justice system, that is what we say it is.
That's a big if, John.
I know it. I know it. I have trouble believing it because the odds are stacked against us for seeking that kind of justice. For what we all know he should be held accountable for. Most of it,
What
no.
about what
He
you
won't.
don't know? What about what you don't know?
What we don't know
That you
yet.
will- Yeah, it's
What
going
we
to
don't
shock
know
you.
yet. After he
worst of
leaves,
it
we're going to find out a
dying.
whole lot more shit. The man is a thief. The Republican Party have shown themselves to be nothing more than a band of thieves. They are no more concerned about the goodness of this country or the welfare of this country than the man in the moon is.
Well, did you guys hear about the Stephen Miller story when they were passing the, kidnap the kids campaign? And he said, and they had a huge cabinet meeting. All the members of the cabinet were there.
Yes.
And Stephen Miller took a poll or took a head count of anyone who was against that policy.
Isn't that sad?
And everybody had to remain silent.
You know, to think of that he wanted that address. He wanted them taken out of their mother's hands. He wanted that visual impact to deter others from coming. Are you shitting me? You know?
It takes a special sick individual. Yeah.
It takes a psychopath.
Marianne Trump said it the best. He's cruel. He is cruel.
Yes.
He's surrounded by cruel people everywhere.
And that is his sister saying that.
And, you know,
I think we should
I'll
take her
say
at
it
her word.
again. He doesn't have a dog. There's no animals or pets at the White House.
Yep.
Well, not since he kicked Bannon out.
Yeah, Steve Bannon. There's a whole nother. Oh man, I'm telling you, this just keeps. This just keeps getting better. You know, the Steve Bannon thing. It's like you just want to turn to the MAGA hats and go, really?
And I
took their money, man.
couldn't believe it. It was the post office police that arrested Bannon.
Yes.
I know. That's so fitting.
Yeah, mail fraud, baby. You're conning people out of money. It's pitiful.
You come after me. You come after me. I wonder who arranged all that shit.
Yeah, the deep state. Deep state. We can't talk about it right now, though. It's part of secret
but
society.
But he's saying over here on our news TV, they're playing on the TV over here is that the statement is, well, I hardly knew the man. He was part of my campaign. He's done the old, backpedal. Who's this guy?
Yeah, the coffee. Yeah, the coffee boy.
I can hear it now.
Right? Yeah, he just got
Mary
coffee.
Trump. Barely knew her. Met her once or twice. Barely know the woman. Don't really know her.
John Jr. Who?
Yeah, John Jr. Who? Barely came around the house. Diana Mallory, bequeather of the gong, donated $5 through Super Chat and said prayers and positive thoughts for Papa Blue Dot and family. Stay safe. Diana Mallory, thank you very much, and we will indeed do that. You do the same.
Would you guys drink any coffee that Steve Bannon made?
No.
Would you ever take a sip of that coffee?
No.
No.
I wouldn't even touch the cup he was trying to hand me.
Putin's up to his old tricks again. I see he's poisoning off his opposition.
They're debating whether it was somebody directly related to Putin or somebody trying to impress Putin. It really doesn't matter one or the other.
It's
same pattern.
Yeah, it is the Putin MO.
You don't think Trump would do the same thing if he thought he could get away with it?
Get away with it, he would.
Yes.
I honestly think he would.
And you know what? There's probably some sickos out there. They've already approached him and said, you need some work done.
The guy that went after the judge, the federal judge, and killed her husband and killed her son and shot her husband.
It bothers me that he is associated with Eric Prince.
I mean,
that makes me nervous. Betsy DeVos's brother? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mercenaries out the ass. What do you want done?
And David Duke.
Yeah, David.
Did you see the picture of the new rose garden from above?
What's that?
The new rose garden from above. As you look down on the bushes, guess what letters they spill out?
Oh, please.
David Duke?
KKK. Down from top to bottom. When you look at it from the top, the bushes are literally K.
Yeah, it better not be when I go to look.
Oh, I saw the picture.
What is that?
Yeah,
advertising? Are they getting paid for advertising? Shit. Oh,
it might be a happy accident, but still, jeez.
I'm gonna have to go look. I have not looked yet, but I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, the picture was floating around on Twitter of the new garden. Look from above, and you start looking at the button, say, "Look to the bushes." I mean, those are K's. Oh, wow. Those are K's.
I'm amazed the Lincoln Project hasn't grabbed that part and used that.
They will. Give them time.
Yeah, no shit. If it's there, they're gonna do it. I love them people. I'm glad to see them Republicans coming out of the woodwork.
That's
And
for the Luftwaffe.
we're going to see a lot more of it before Election Day. Let me catch this one. Renee Harris donated $5 to Super Chat and said, the question is, how much did he pay? Uh-oh. I forgot the answer already.
That's why you got to start catching up on this stuff
Renee
faster.
Harris, thank you very much. And Diana Mallory donated another $5 and said, my mom always said, if you run with dogs, you will get fleas. There isn't enough flea spray for Trump. Fuck Trump. Exactly. There's not enough flea spray. You can't put a collar on us to get rid of the fleas and the tick and the scrounge that comes from this. We're going to have a lot of work getting this country back on track. You know, Jill Biden, when in her speech, Dr. Biden said that the burdens are heavy. The burdens are heavy. But we're going to have to be the ones to lift those burdens, to carry this country through. I was so enthused and encouraged by the Democratic National Convention, the theme of We the People, and with all the people, common people that were involved. It made me feel good. It gave me a direction my party wants to go in. I'm feeling better, especially when I look at the other side and all I see is a bunch of snake oil salesmen and hate-filled assholes. So the distinction is going to be there. But this is not going to be easy to fix this country. The burden is going to be heavy. But how heavy would you carry? How heavy does you have to be for you not to carry? I can't work it out. He ain't heavy. He's my brother, basically.
I think we're ready to do the heavy lifting.
I think so.
If I'm hopeful about anything, is I think we're ready. I think
we are on the cusp of some major change.
Not all, but enough.
Enough. We have to make significant change.
There's always a strong social movement that after every major crisis.
A major. Yes, it is the people.
The Trump administration is the worst crisis in American history, and that's my opinion.
Mine also, brother. Mine also. We don't have to look far in our own lives to know that our country has never suffered such division as we have now. We have never looked at our fellow Americans in the way we do now who support this man. It has damaged families. It has damaged our nation. And that's okay with him. That's the problem. With a good American, it's not okay to divide families. It's not okay to spread hate within your family. You don't want your uncle hating your aunt. It's a family we live in this society. And we have to learn that we can't put up with this constant bullshit and start taking care of the family that is the society we live in. What lifts up the lowest?
His lifeblood is division.
Yes,
there would be
that's
no
what
Trump
it is.
power without
without hate, without that division and hate, that instigation of hate. To hate your fellow man for whatever reason, whether they're a Democrat, if they're gay, oh my God, they're Muslim, whatever asterisk they want to put, it's bullshit. Every American should stand next to each other, to lift each other up, to stand next to them and protect them. That's what being an American is supposed to be. That's what I was taught. That's what I grew up believing. Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, all that shit. Mm-hmm. That it was the good deeds that you did, that you stood by your friends. You lifted those up that needed help. That's what we were all taught. But now we have to put it in practice. No one should
ever look down on anyone else. It's not.
Nobody.
It's just not acceptable, and it's un-American.
No, it is un-American. It is un-American. To be a good American would mean that you would want to lift up those that need lifting, that need the help, who are in despair, who are hungry, don't have a home. Those are the people that we should care about. In a decent society, in a decent religion, anywhere you want to put it, it pains me to think of the waste that we go through in this country yearly, in the help that could provide, while we bicker about bullshit. Lives are on the line.
Meanwhile, Steve Bannon's riding around on a 110.
Got a yacht, got a new boat. Yeah, he bought a boat so he could be in the parade down there in Florida. Money. Yeah, MAGA party. That's where it goes, baby. That's what the name of the game is. That's the Republican Party in a nutshell, baby. Wave the flag. Look at the Bible here. I got to give you some money, and bye. I got to leave. I got to go offshore in this boat. And
is that the boat Bannon got arrested on?
The boat that he bought?
Yeah, it was a 110-foot yacht.
Did he buy it off DeVos, Betsy DeVos?
Yeah, really, no. She ain't giving up in one of her
Good
yachts.
question.
She'll give you the number to her dealer, though, but she's not giving up a yacht. Are you shitting me?
She was in the hot tub with him, I guess.
Come on. Yeah. Betsy DeVos can't afford to give up a yacht. She may need it. Which reminds you that we're all in this same storm, but we are not all in the same boat. Some of us have little boats, some bigger boats. Betsy DeVos has a fleet of freaking yachts, and she'll run your little boat over. So that is why we have to band together. Anyway, I'm glad everybody came through tonight. I'm glad everybody. I apologize tremendously to both our Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope family because I cannot. The chat on YouTube. This is YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so small over there. I can't read it anyway. So I can't really see the chat. Our Facebook chat is not there. I know we're streaming to Facebook, but I have no indication of that, and it bothers me. This family grows because of the conversations between all platforms that we have here, and it encourages me when I see it, and when I don't see it, it bothers me. It really does. So, we have another one. And Renee Eris again donated $5 through Super Chat and said, in Paula's name.
Yeah, that was a conversation that was taking place because earlier, and I want this message to go out to all of our Blue Dots out there. Paula mentioned earlier that she was saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have anything to donate. I wish I could."
No, baby.
And for Renee doing that awesomeness, donating
awesome,
that $5 in Paula's name, that is so awesome of you. Thank you so much. But don't ever feel like you have to donate to the show. You literally being here and listening to all of us babble for an hour and a half. That is literally the best thing you can do. And also making friends in the chat is literally the coolest thing that I witness every single night. So
that's why I motivate myself to come in here.
If you have a few bucks, it's not such a terrible thing.
It does.
For a few bucks, John Broadwell's way. We know you depend on us, and we depend on you, John. That's all right.
Well,
that's how commerce is supposed to work.
If not for the kindness of this family, we would not have a show. We would not have any of this stuff to be able to use our voice. When I was on, Chris knows, when I go on Bob's show or something, I encourage those in the Horn family because that's what keeps Bob's voice on the air.
I was really hoping that Scott, maybe he's listening in or watching, I don't know, but I was hoping he would call in.
Scott?
I think he's having a tough time getting on the Discord, John.
We'll have to check on him. There are some fantastic Horn family members that I enjoy conversation with whenever I'm on there, as I do on the Tim Cormall show and anywhere else I have an opportunity to visit with other like-minded people. But don't think for a minute that if it wasn't for the kindness of those that contribute, none of those voices would be on the air. Because, as I often said before, it's not a necessary. It's not any. As a matter of fact, we do not ask for donations here. If you're so inclined to give, we appreciate it tremendously, and it has lifted us up from 3.5 years of when I first started this, having to pawn everything I had to keep it going, and now we are finally at a point where I can pay the bills, and we have groceries in the house, and all of a sudden it's not so bad. So we thank you tremendously. For that, and not only that, I get cool hats. That's right. They show up in the mail.
And Jenny's got hay, right?
And Jenny has hay and oats, and the cats. Oh my God, the cats. Let's don't talk about cats. I've got so many. I got cats coming out the wazoo.
As long as the animals are being fed, John, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, Marcia said this morning, I'm going to have to start opening 2 cans. And because we normally have 11 bowls that we fill up. And now we have a total of 6 new kittens out there. Holy shit. And I like them to have their own bowl because the fucking big cats will come over there and stick their fat head in there and trying to get to that wet food. I'm going to have to start putting I got to go get some of them fixed. This is.
You think?
You think? Yeah. I'm telling you, man, I love cats. We all love animals out here. And every time you see, oh, look at that. It's so sweet. You had a baby. Come here. And they all grow up to cats. They all love us and everything. I'd have 50 out there. I'd be the cat guy. I would.
Won't be long now, John.
I know it. I'm afraid I'll trip and they'll eat me. What? What's that? I'm sorry. I thought I heard somebody say something. I didn't hear it.
No, I just said it won't be long before you have 50 cats, John.
It won't be long. I swear at this rate at all, but you ought to see them. They're so cute, little babies. Anyway.
Yeah, cats run around your neighborhood saying, listen, you want a soft touch? That guy in the corner there, John Bitterbo guy.
I think you're right, buddy. Because there's one that came up here the other day, and he was a different color. My wife even, who's that? Because all of our cats are black or black and white. That's it. We don't have any other color. All of a sudden, this brown cat with stripes shows up. Oh, mama. Oh, look at him, so cute. Yeah, you know, he's different, but he must be coming from the neighbors. Word of mouth got over there. Hey, freak Skittles in the morning, you know, get over here. Anyway, we are big animal lovers. So anyway, it just makes us happier each day. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for showing up. Aussie Dave, thank you for being here, brother, all the way from down under. We appreciate your voice anytime we get a chance to.
Thank you for having me, guys.
All right, brother. And Chris, always a pleasure. I enjoy conversation over on the Horn Show, and always a pleasure to have you here, too.
Absolutely, John. Good night to the whole Blue Dot family.
Thank you, brother. And David, out in California, brother, do not burn up. Please.
No, and you don't drown.
No, I won't drown if you don't burn. Let's keep that pack going then. Take care of yourself, brother.
Agreed.
And glad to have you here on the show. And Mitch Goldstein, and Julie.
Hey.
And Julie.
Hey, John.
All right, there she is. We're so happy to have y'all on here. Always as a pair, it's always more enjoyable when you bring Julie along, Mitch. We appreciate it.
Hey, you know how it is. And she likes, we love to hang out with you guys. Now I got to go face a whole week of working now.
That sucks. But.
Yeah, I mean, really, who thought of that shit?
No shit. Well, you know, I always said, you know, it's a cause of most injuries, you know, work accidents and stuff like that. I say avoid the shit as much as you can.
I agree. Anyway. Everybody take care of yourselves. Remember, make sure check your voter registration.
All the time.
Check
make sure
your
you're ready.
Voter registration.
And Bellica, thank you, darling, for bringing the love into the room. We appreciate it every time you're here. You there?
I'm still here.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you came by. We're just such a joy, Bellica. We're going to run over now and harass people over in the blue room.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks so
At least
much.
until I become the wet blanket for you.
No, you ain't no wet blanket. You're my timekeeper, baby, and bless you for doing it. Somebody has to. Anyway, to our Blue Dot family on Facebook, on YouTube, on Periscope, wherever you're listening to us, we appreciate you. The most valuable thing you do is give us the time to listen to and come visit with us. Go to bluedotintexas.com to find out how to download Discord and get that hooked up so you can come join the conversation. We'd love to have you. Anyway, it's Monday. Tomorrow starts the shit show, so we'll report on that. And then the next Blue Dot family meeting will be here on Tuesday. So y'all please come by and visit us at that time. Anyway, y'all say goodnight.
Good night.
Good night, y'all.
We love you, baby.
Good night, everybody.
We'll see.
Good night, Travis.
All right.
We'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one.